What's up, everybody? What's up, player? I'm alone today, so I'm with my computer, and I hope everybody heard me because I didn't see if the mic working or not, but I will do so. Okay, so the first week was so amazing. Uh, we have like um, amazing first quarter. Alcaraz and Stefanos like could be normal because both are very hard this year, and maybe Alca has learned from the from uh, um, Rome Open. Is lost against the Hungarian guy Fabian. Tsitsipas stay the same, play well, and we have Kachanov already since beginning of the year. Starts play well, but is against Novak. We know Novak during the Grand Slam uh, is a he tried to be the new Iron Man. That's what he say in the press conference. So and already we have like Casper Ruud, like maybe it's almost over, but we never know. We have something we didn't expect to the quarter. It's Echeverry and Nishioka was everybody was waiting for Medvedev, but it was like out uh, on the first run from the childhood Brazilian um, Thiago Wald. So the things is I heard about him. I have to the opportunity to play to hit some ball with him, but never happens. Because I know a good friend of him to propose me to like just meet him, like have lunch, and maybe hit some ball with him. And but it never happens. But that's okay. It's like maybe one time I will do, cause like I didn't live on the same area. Rio is very big, and the traffic here is like massive. It's like we live. Uh, I think I live like 100k from like okay, it's like 60 miles, 70 miles from there. So it's kind of difficult to be there. Um, can be like 2-3 hours to be there sometimes, but it's okay. I heard about him. He was very, very talented player, but I never, I didn't think like this. But every talented player can beat anyone, for me. After you can have like Medvedev, he is not really like a talented player like I saw him when he was 17. When I was in France, I was like training in my club, and there is a small academy, and Medvedev was there. So and it was good to see him training and how he training. How many hours is a lot of hard worker. He's a very hard worker. And so a little bit bad for Medvedev because I would like him like with another Grand Slam. I hope he can be there for um, the grass season. But when you're bigger, it's difficult to be huge on the grass season. But maybe another U.S. Open. Gregor Dimitrov impressed me, and Alex Zverev is not the favorite. It's 1 year right now. He broke his ankle. Sorry, and if the guy almost beat Nadal last year, he can be like the second one. No, the third one to beat Nadal last year, because the first one was Soderling, and the next one it was Djokovic in 2021, uh, and after he just quit because injury. So yeah, there is kind of things to say to Medvedev, because it could be the one of the big three beat Nadal is in a home house. So yeah, Casper Ruud gonna beat Jari. Jari can, we never know about Jari. After Serendilo like play amazingly, but we have Holger Rune, and Holger is um, I like him out of the court. Um, is is like 20. Is like almost like you can say like Djokovic when he was young. The same mentality is a very rare. The guy is amazing. He's play amazingly. Is is very powerful. Is playing well. He reached a lot of semi and final this year. Uh, it can be the really next gen victory with Yannick Sinner, but it was kick out. Was Altmaier, but on the press conference, like he said, he didn't push himself like far. He was thinking he was play well and win easily, but you never know against like 100 players, because they play challenger, and when they play, the level in challenger is very very hard, because they play for no money, so they have to reach and fight every time to have like maybe $1,000 more on the paycheck. So they know how to fight like very hardly. When you're like you in top 50 and you say, okay, I'm lost this one, the next win you have a top ATP 500 up, I'm gonna lost right now, it's okay. I'm gonna prepare for the next week, I have like 1-2 days like rest, just play a little bit and start training. So you can change the mentality. But when you're in challenger and you play futures and everything, you can't do that, because like after winning like 3 tournaments, you and pay everything's like hotel, food, and everything's. Uh, it's kind of difficult to get back your money and have some things to get more like for you pay your coach and everything. So I know that because I was like in third division, so it's like a futures. I was in third division in golf, so it's exactly the same things. Uh, you don't win a lot of money to get some point for the ranking is like so hard, especially in third division. You need to be in top five. To reach the top five is very difficult because most of the time is like player in second division like get down just to warm up for another competition because they have no competition this that week. Um, so uh, it was very difficult because I was like not top player, and I know that because I starting very late to play golf. I'm average pro player, can play -7. Uh, like my first year it was like play -3 and play +21. So you want nothing. You want no money. And when I passed the cut, it's like after passing the cut I was so happy and can't sleep, and like I can be if I'm in top 20 after like 2 days, because I like the course, and the course it was like very hard. And the next day, the night I can't sleep. I thinking, oh, I can't win, I can't win, I can't win. But like it's a process of time, and there's a lot of things to say. It's like a professional. I know how it's. I don't know how that level is. I know just only the way to be like example in futures, uh, start to zero, and to be in like in third division or something like this. uh, I know how because I did exactly the same things when uh, I was start like skateboarding when I was 18. uh, uh, and after 1 year and a half, I finished like 8 in French Open in a French like tournament, French championship. And I was qualified because I was finished eighth. Um, I was qualified for the FIS. So the FIS is in Montpellier. It is one of the biggest step in France on the World Championship. So you have a lot of step in Germany, in Australia. It's not the SLS like the street leagues in skate, but it's some things like you have a lot of step of you have Brazilian, uh, American, and everything. Like a lot of biggest skateboarder in the world came there to do this, and I was like qualified for that after 1 year and a half of skateboard. So because I was like skate like 10 hours a day, only hard work. It's not because I'm talented or something like this. Just I'm a hard worker. I know hard worker pay every times, talented or not. If you're talented, no problem, but you still have to work. Let's back to the tennis. Sorry. Um, so yeah, so we have the first quarter. I hope Alex can be there tonight. It will be 9 p.m. Or 10 p.m. From Rio, and 8 or 9 p.m. from Montreal. So, or a little bit later. It depends of him, because me, I'm able like all of the time. I would like to do like something last night, but last night I have a friends one like he was like in tournament, and reached the final in single and lost in final, but won the double. So after the training, uh, there is a party. I don't drink, but there is a party. So like with some people, barbecue and everything, and a lot of beers. So it was kind of good. And I'm training with with a 46-old player, was an ATP player yesterday, because in a month already, I will have my second ETF, MT 4000. So it's the Master Tour, and it's a 400. Sorry, not 4000. It's like 400 Master Tour. Last year, um, I lost 0-2. I play against Thiago. I don't remember his name. It's a family name. Uh, he beat me very, very good. I love to see this match because it's a very big lesson for me. When I lost like 6-0, 6-1, and I play good, it's very, very good things. So I love to see this match because the guy plays very good. Uh, yeah, yeah. Alcaraz will demolish like Tsitsipas. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like you say in the press conference, like yeah, it's 4-0 for City, for Alcaraz. So I'm sure, yeah, that it will be like this. So we never know. We never know. 2 weeks ago, Alcaraz lost uh, against 135 players. So who knows? It's like Novak can lose against Karen, but I'm not sure. Um, you have a lot of things. Everything can happen. It's like great Dimitrov or Jerry or Nishioka can reach the final. Who knows? Like there is only one victory in the there. After you have the next gen, you still have two of the next gen. So Alcaraz and Rune, and you have Casper Ruud. For me, is between the next gen and the middle gen right now. But who knows? Casper Ruud reached the final last year. So the thing is like, why he couldn't this year? You understand? Like you have Olga Rune just after. Maybe he learned about last year. So yeah, and for history, I would like Zverev like go win, or Gregor Dimitrov. Like for me, Gregor Dimitrov deserve one title, but it depends of him. Like I say in sports, even if you play against people or something, it's like it's you against you every times. It's like you anger your last night. What did you eat and everything? It's everything. Always a process. It's like yesterday. Like I said, I played with old player from ATP. I didn't ask like his ranking in his best ranking in ATP, but he's 46 already. But he's still like playing amazingly. The guy was like 3-0 at the first. Uh, he kicked me 3-0, and the things is like after I say change your mind, like it will be 6-0 in 30 minutes. and I just share my mind, like be a warrior and change my mind, and I'll be back at 3-3. So it depends. Like every time you play, every sport you play, football, tennis, or other, like you play against yourself. It's only yourself. You make a choice every time. Every choice you make is yourself. So you can't say is, oh, the guy was too good. If you play like amazingly and you have nothing to say on your game, and the guy play well, nothing. Like when I lost in ETF my first round, wow, it was like I was playing amazingly. I play so hard. I did my mistake. I did every time. So the things is, I can't like say, oh, it's this, or is this. No, I made mistake. Like my mistake I made every time. After is myself to work on this one. After I talked to the guys and he told me, man, you can beat me. It was 6-0, 6-2, but you can beat me. You're a very good player. But after he tell me, ETF is like no normal tournament like you play already. Is different player play every time. Is like the rally is like 20 exchange or something like this. So it's mentally you play like a little bit high. You have to work on your game, like slice, play short, play long, and everything. And it's like already 1 year I tried to move my, like change my mind to play this, but I play all my life on a hard court, or you play hard, and it's working. But on clay, no, especially when you play like a good player. I'm not saying I'm a bad player. I know my level. I know exactly my level. Where am I? uh, and I know I can beat some guy better than me. Like mentally, can people say I'm not good, but I know how to do some. But I can be a warrior. It's like I know how to change my mind to be a warrior and everything. So it's on me. I know, um, but it's a process. If you have like people around you help you to do the best things, that's 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 how function. You understand? Is like it's better to have like just two people around you. Sorry, just two people around you uh, are there every time for you and help you at any time, and you give the same to them. Then have like 20 people's uh, differently with you. So you can be very talented, but it depends who you have around you. And it's very, very important to who you pick up. Example, nobody knows the name of the coach, 16 to 18 years old Medvedev. Was Medvedev is right now because the coach he have 16 to 18 work this job to him. And after Medvedev changed a little bit his mind, control a little bit his temper, because if like people can remember, um, can remember, we don't have a lot of match of him, but If you remember, before he won his first ATP Tour 250, the tempo of him is like everybody knows, like the drama with Tsitsipas, like when Tsitsipas say bullshit Russian, and I understand like he go far. I know some Russian people. When I play in golf, I play a lot with Russian people, so they are very patriotic, like most of the country, but they are very patriotic to Russia. So yeah, after this live, if people watch it and can tell me the name of the real coach, I say the real coach, no Jill, no Jill, not Gilles. He got one now. I'm gonna, cause he have a difficult name. Uh, Sorry, I'm a little bit gonna search the name. Sorry. Of his coach. Uh, okay. Gilles I will say in French. Gilles Servara. So yeah, if there is someone can tell me the name of his first coach, I would say here. I will watch here. So if you have his name in Wikipedia or no, so you don't have his name. So I think you will have you will do like a little bit of research to have this. Uh, I'm searching. Oh. It's propaganda. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm on the wheel. Yeah, so you don't have his name on Wikipedia. So I would like in the comments in this video, um, can tell me the real name of the coach, the academy. It was like you go to the Maratuglu Academy. Who is the coach? Patrick Maratuglu. Okay, no problem. But who is the coach of the Daniel Medvedev Academy when he was 16 to 18? Okay, like no Gilles, because Gilles he was the assistant of the coach, and the real coach like didn't like to go because he preferred like to coach other than go to the tournament. So it was Gilles go to the tournament, check the follow the players. So and the coach for him like he don't want to do that because he think if he was go they can lose, he can like just because he go with him, he go with them. So yeah, but I think he's still with there with him because when he did video like he stay in the academy, in the same academy. When you saw like the Technifiber commercial or something like this, Is not in Moratugu. Is in a home academy where I was training when I was like 8 years, like more than 8 years ago. Was like I was like 20, 29 or 28, 29, and so it was like more than 10 and 11 years ago. And Daniel play like at the next court every morning. So and I know his coach because he's come from the same city of me. He's a little bit older. Uh, he was very good player. Won the Orange Ball when he was 12 or 13. Amazing player. But after uh, when you pro in France, like already you have like people start to talking about like the French Federation. You have a lot of polemic like in France already with all the federation. In football, you have I can't say like you have like many things like with the coach do something with the kids, but in tennis the things is like they choose one way and they put all the boys or the girls on the same way, so they don't pick up them like, and oh, here is like here is the this boy is like this or this girl is like this, so we're gonna put together because they have the same like potential, the same thinking, the same almost the same way to manage them. So when you speak to them and you explain some things, is the same word you can use for them. And you have example. I'm gonna explain some things to you, and sorry. Ah, so I will gonna explain some things to you and how the word I will choose to say that means nothing to you, and you will learn nothings. You will in your brain like the connection is not there. But if I say exactly the same things and I choose a different words, the connection can be there. But I explain the same things but just with different words. That's the problem of like a lot of academy or a lot of coach. You have a very good coach have to do a mistake, but if they do a mistake they have to say, oh, I did a mistake, because sorry, I have the small tiger here. So you have a very good coach like made a mistake, and I live in Brazil, so we are a lot. Okay, so we have a lot of cats everywhere, and this one like came to my house like every distance is small, so and yeah, so what I explain as a really good coach, um, try to go inside the brain of his player, um, sports player, and try to understand him, not have a one way. You have technique, you have drills, you have everything, but how to explain him psychologically, to uh, go and push him like very quick, and you have to know, you have to make mistake. And when you made a mistake, after like 1 or 2 months, and if this time you say, oh, I made a mistake, okay, I'm gonna talk to him, like what we did this time, we have to put it out. And the things, because it's not working after 2 months, it's not start working after 2 months. So the things is like, you're gonna change this. You have to, you coach, you have to say, I have to change this. So you have to find a different way to reach the goal differently, because you lose a little bit time. So this is my perception. After is like the way go, the how it's work is, it's not for me the to choose for something I don't coach, I don't know. Is like example, uh the best example I have is, for me, is Richard Gasquet. Richard Gasquet for me was the one of the most talented player. I play him a lot when I was kid, and like every time it was lessons, because at 12 he have the talent to beat like a player who got 1 or 2 ITP point only on clay. I don't say in hard court. I say on clay, because it's a little bit slower, um, and and you can manage. So, but on hard court, like you play, bigger player is more stronger than you, is a little bit difficult. But on clay, he beat some. Uh, at 12 years old, it was like amazing, amazing. And after, the coach he got changed his forehand, because if you can watch like in 2005, the first Roland Garros he did, I 17, it was 17 or 18 uh, years old, and he beat Roger on the second run. But Gasquet was 580 in the world. You understand? 18, and Roger we, uh, was number one. So I don't understand. After was like who he pick up like coach. So for me, it's the most. It's not because this guy was like number one. Uh, can be the best coach. I have the best example. My father was like five-time world champion in windsurf, uh, in end of 70s and beginning of 80s. But after is like he coached a little bit my brother, but my brother stopped because my father can't explain how to do some things. So my father was like the most like the best windsurfer in the 80s, but after in coach is totally shit because he can't explain some things. For me, is that all the players you have there can reach this. It's for me that who you have on your back and who you pick up, because it's your choice. If you chose this coach, it's your choice, not the other coach, not the other people. They come to you and you choose. It's not because it's a big one. After, if you have like one, like example, when Roger picked Stefan Ekberg, uh, why you choose Stefan Ekberg? Because Stefan Ekberg one of the best player in the surf volley. That's why. Explain me. learn me how to be the one of the best player in serving volley. So when I was kid, Stefan Edberg was my father, my best player. So I watch him like in Nice, in Open de Nice, like in South France, but already you don't have anymore this one. And I have like a backstage, so I have like 10, 9, 10 years old, and I have like this to see like I was like where there is like already the security guard. I was there near to the ball boys, and to just like I came especially in this tournament just to see only the match of Stefan Edberg. After at 12, I be like ball boys in Monte Carlo. I saw the best player in the world. It was very very good, but it was not like the tournament it was right now. It was a little bit different, but yeah. So already we have Casper Ruud is over. So 3 sets against Jari. So we have the first qualify in for the second quarter. So Casper Ruud, for me, gonna be against Olger Hun, but Cerundolo can be, but I'm not sure. Like already is 5-3 on the first set for Hun, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna watch there. I'm gonna say thanks to the people came on the live, uh, even like 2 minutes. It's very good. Thanks a lot. I would I have to do my quarterfinal, like to to do the video of my quarterfinal and my semifinal. My semifinal will be easily, but my quarterfinal, like it was 3 hours, but I have the battery down at 3-3 on the third set. But it was like amazing match. I play my Medvedev on this one because we play with a like horrible ball. Is a Technifiber champion. Is the first prize. So and on clay is like awful. So the things is you need like to string your racket to control the ball. You need to string your racket around like me with my string. I need like almost 30 kills, so 66 libra or something like this. uh like yeah, 28 to 30, so maybe 20, like 29, because the ball are very uncontrollable. It's like shit. But after one match, like the ball are very are perfect. So and the guy made the ball very high, like to work my mind. I say, oh fuck, the ball was in the space. Fucking hell! Not against him. It's like every time when you saw me talking when I was like doing my match, I never talk like against the guy. Every time like I gave fuck you or sorry for the bad word, but when I say some things like this, it's against me because I made a mistake. So and never against my player, because I know I fight against me. If the player plays good, I say nothings. But every time when I make a mistake, and give point, give point, give points, I'm angry against me, but it's wrong. I know that. I have to work on that. But when you almost 40 and you was like this, like every time, like uh, example, like I can say like on skateboard and on golf, it was exactly the same things. When I was like frustrated on the tricks I can't make, like I broke my skateboard. I put a new one, and during like the time I put the tape, and I do the I put the tracks on the new board, uh, thinking my mind changing and everything, and I put the tricks. And in golf it was the same, but in golf is different. It's like in golf you really play against yourself, because you play against the course, but you play against more against yourself, because you don't have to make a mistake. You have to do a good routine, uh, be in your mind like very, very perfect, uh, like be confident. If you say, oh, I'm gonna shank the ball, I'm gonna do this, or I'm not gonna do this, no, you're gonna do this. Oh, I don't have to do that, I don't have to do that, I don't have to do that. You're gonna do that because you say in your mind, I don't have to do that. But if you put your mind like, okay, this shot is this shot, if you make a mistake because you make a wrong routine, okay, it's a mistake. But it's a process. For me, it's like everything is already yesterday. I changed a little bit my drills when I start serving, and my tempo a little bit. Like I was playing, I got um, ATP player. Even he's 46 old. I never reached something like this. The last time I played against like a ATP player was like one time, 1 year, 1 point. The guy kicked my ass like 1-1, 1-0. So, but okay, he's younger, like more. He's 12 years old, younger than me, or 13 years old, younger than me. I understand physically is better and everything, but he play every day. But a 46 old is he have the maturity to play, and I have to play in my mind like better, and that's what I did. Just like, and he was impressed, so I was like very happy about what I did. Um, I didn't know if I gonna win or something, but yeah. And oh, 5-3 for Olga Hune, and now 5-5. We never know. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I hope for tonight we can have Alex with us, like to talk about all the first week, and already we are like end of the day in the quarter. So we have all the name in the quarter, and we can start to talk like who can reach, because we have like Dimitrov and Zverev can be a very, very good match, but I pick up like Zverev, but Dimitrov like play a match against Altemeyer, and Altemeyer can't like find any answer. The match was so good against Dimitrov. I saw a lot of commenters like was impressed by the game about Dimitrov. You can like heard one time Daniel Medvedev talk. He's like, the guy do that. how you can do that, and especially against him. But he was speaking in French, like he say, why today, why the guy is like this, like all the year he play here, and why against me today he play here, why? But he was speaking in French. So you never know with Dimitrov. And after Echeverry, but like the bet made Echeverry like more higher than Nishioka. So let's see. Let's see. We have Olga Rune. I'm gonna watch it. After in 1 hour, I have a meeting, so I'm really happy to do that. I'm sorry about Alex because he's in the seminary with the Canadian Federation for his future, because he's a coach, he's a player, but before to be a player, I think he's a coach, and I think he's a good coach. So he's in a seminary with the Canadian Federation, maybe to be a coach there. I don't know. I don't ask, but when he told me like, oh, the next week we can be difficult, like to do some, but I will try to do. And ask him why. I say because I forgot I was like a seminary with the Canadian Federation, and I asked like to be coach for like the Canadian teams, and he said maybe. So I hope for him, like, cause yeah, he's very nice guy, and like he's the only one accept like to do something with me like this. Is mean nothings. You pass 1 hour, and after uh, you do everything you have to do. So um, yeah, it's like a pleasure to even talk to myself. But for me, it's you say like it's you 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 have a therapy, you know. So I'm aware about this. So thanks a lot. I hope tonight we got Alex, uh, and so let's play and have a good day, players. See you. Yeah.